Oscar, you don't want to bet?
¿Me escuchas?
Oscar.
¿Tú me escuchas?
Oscar,
Okay.
you sounding real
There's a
confident.
saying-
Do you want to bet?
Well,
Shakur, right here, right next to you.
You don't have enough money.
You said what?
wow.
Oscar, bet,
I
bitch.
bet whatever you want to bet.
Oscar, bet, bitch.
Bet some money, nigga. Bet some money. He quiet. Why you so quiet? Scary ass nigga. You don't believe in your fighter. Hello. Oscar done got quiet as shit. Look at him, dog. I'm right next to you now, man.
Shakur's asking for a bet.
Bet some money.
You don't have enough money. What am I
We
gonna
could bet
do?
him. We could bet him.
Come on.
We could bet him. We could bet him.
I don't bet. I'm not a betting
Yo,
guy.
you're not a betting guy. Oh, here you go, that pussy ass shit now, man.
I don't have enough money. Come on.
Oh my God. You pussy for that, Oscar. We checked your temperature, man.
To William Zepeda's answer, do we have our translation for William Zepeda's answer?
Is the mic open?
I don't think our
I
mic's
am.
open.
I'm
We'll come
loud as
back.
hell. Tell him come shut me up. Tell him come shut me up, nigga. Tell him come shut me up, nigga.
We'll
What
come
y'all
back to
talking about?
William
Shut me
Zepeda
up.
in just 1 second.
Shut me up. Shut me up. Shut me up. I'm still talking, and I'm gonna talk after Saturday. Y'all gonna see.
Oscar De La Hoya has his eye on the upcoming fight between Shakur Stevenson and Zepeda, pushing the narrative that Stevenson has a lot to prove in this match. With his reputation on the line, how will he respond to Zepeda's aggressive style? De La Hoya speaks about the pressure Stevenson faces, claiming that the fighter has much to prove in this matchup. There's a desire to show fans that he's no longer just focused on defense. The challenge lies in Stevenson shedding the label of being a runner and engaging in an exciting, action-packed fight.
So it's going to be a very interesting fight. It's going to be a fun fight. I think Shakur Stevenson is not a fighter to run anymore. I think he has a lot to prove. I think he wants to fight. He wants to fight for the fans. He wants to prove that he is not a runner. So I think it's going to be a fun fight.
De La Hoya highlights Stevenson's motivation to prove his critics wrong, showing his hunger to entertain the fans while stepping up to the challenge.
The only one that I is Shakur. Shakur, he's a bad. Shakur's good. He's actually really, really good. Why? He's so talented. Shakur's probably one of the best talents out there in the world.
Oscar De La Hoya has always been a strong advocate for Shakur Stevenson's potential. Recognizing his talent, De La Hoya saw Stevenson as a future star in the boxing world. In fact, De La Hoya once went so far as to beg Stevenson to never retire, particularly because he wanted to make a fight between him and Zepeda happen.
Would you dangle Zepeda, like come back out of retirement and I'll bring
William would love to fight him. William, I would love to make William Zepeda versus Shakur Stevenson. I literally would. So Shakur, please come back out of retirement.
Okay.
Let's make that fight happen. Shakur, give me a call. Would love to make a fight with you. He made a statement. That's the bottom line. And I think when you're in that position, when you're the #1 contender in every organization, you have to make a statement like that.
De La Hoya's commitment to ensuring this fight materializes underscores just how much he believes in the potential of this matchup. De La Hoya recognizes Stevenson's refined technical abilities, but points out that Zepeda's non-stop offensive style could be a major obstacle. He stresses that Zepeda's high punch output, throwing hundreds of punches per round, will test Stevenson's ability to maintain control under relentless pressure.
It's interesting because Shakur Stevenson is a master class boxer. He has a style. He has a style that not many people can crack. Obviously, you can crack it. There's many ways of cracking that style, and I believe Zepeda has that style. Punches and bunches. I mean, he literally throws 1,000 punches a fight. How is Shakur gonna overcome that onslaught of just relentlessness? Round after round after round.
De La Hoya presents the contrast between Stevenson's skillful defense and Zepeda's relentless offense, setting the stage for a fascinating clash of styles. Shakur Stevenson is fully aware of the weight of this fight and what is expected of him. With critics expecting him to prove his worth, Stevenson vows to take this opportunity to showcase his skills in a way that will leave a lasting mark on the boxing world.
It sounds like that's what they want me to do, so the thing is, I'm coming in there to put on a performance. I'm not
focused on doing one thing. I'm not focused on standing there fighting. I'm not focused on boxing. I'm coming in there to put on the best performance of my career, and July 12th, Zepeda is going to remember my name.
Stevenson makes it clear that his goal isn't just about winning, but about showcasing his full potential. He wants this fight to define his career and leave no doubts about his capabilities in the ring. Greg Hackett is setting the stage for what promises to be a thrilling fight. While recognizing Shakur Stevenson's skill, he emphasizes that Stevenson will face an entirely different kind of challenge in this fight, one that will push him to bring his best. Hackett believes this is the test that will truly define Stevenson.
I think Shakur said that because Shakur knows Zepeda don't have nothing but pressure. No disrespect to him. I'm not trying to say he don't have no type of skills. What I'm saying is, compared to a Shakur Stevenson, Zepeda don't have nothing but the pressure, and he gonna have to bring a lot of it. And Shakur know he gonna have to be sharp all night, and Zepeda gonna have to be aggressive all night. So that's why Shakur said you're gonna see the best Shakur Stevenson, because he gonna have to bring the best. And I'm looking forward to that fight. Great fight.
Hackett's words highlight the immense pressure Shakur Stevenson faces in this fight. It's not just about skill, it's about stepping up and showing the world what he's truly capable of under intense pressure. Fans can expect nothing less than the best from Stevenson. Keyshawn Davis's coach, Randall, offers a stern warning to Shakur Stevenson ahead of his highly anticipated fight with William Zepeda. He emphasizes that Zepeda's fighting style presents a unique challenge. Unlike previous opponents, Zepeda won't back down and will bring relentless pressure, forcing Stevenson to adapt and stay sharp.
One thing we do know, Zepeda is going to let his hands go. He's not going to do what De La Santos did. And that's the difference between those fights. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to be a prime, pressure fighter versus a boxer type fight, I can't wait for that fight because I can see Shakur actually step into him.
Yeah, kind of like the Padley fight?
Yeah, I can see Shakur stepping into Zepeda. I really can. If you're getting hit with certain punches all the time, which Zepeda let his hands go at a pace to where you're going to get hit with shots. And if Shakur is comfortable with just sitting down in his punches, it could be an early night. I'm not saying that it will, but like I said, I got a feeling it's going to be an action-packed fight. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Shakur is going to actually try to step it up, because he want to prove everyone wrong, and sometimes that's not good.
Coach Randall's warning adds a layer of anticipation for the fight. Zepeda's unyielding offensive style could force Stevenson to dig deep into his skill set, possibly turning this into one of his most defining bouts yet. Fans can expect fireworks as both fighters look to prove themselves in the ring. Shakur Stevenson is fired up and ready to prove himself against William Zepeda. Tired of hearing the doubts surrounding his opponents, Stevenson is set to show that he belongs at the top of the sport. With growing confidence in his abilities, he's ready to make a statement to the critics and fans alike. Shakur Stevenson sounds off on facing William Zepeda.
Honestly, I'm just looking to perform against a fighter that these guys think is a good fighter. I'm tired of hearing, oh, he hasn't fought nobody, or he can't do this to the top guys. I can do this to any fighter that get in front of me, so hopefully Zepeda comes in at his best and we'll beat the shit out of him.
Have we seen the best Shakur Stevenson?
No. Hell no. I'm getting better, but also it's like with the competition that I'm in, it's hard to say you've seen the best just because when I beat them up, I'm not gonna get the credit I deserve just because the competition ain't on my level. I don't think nobody on my level when I'm at my best, but if a fighter is at the level that the fans think that, okay, he's a good fighter, like Zepeda, the fans talk about him being a good fighter. Tank, all these fans love Tank, so when they see me fight them guys, they ain't gonna have no choice.
Stevenson is confident that once he steps into the ring with Zepeda and other top-tier fighters, there will be no more questions about his skills. His fiery determination and belief in his talent show that he's ready to prove to the world that he's on another level, regardless of what the critics say. Paulie Malignaggi, a respected analyst, shares his take on William Zepeda's recent performances, particularly his bout with Farmer. While Zepeda remains an exciting fighter, Malignaggi hints at the limitations in his style that could spell trouble when facing a highly skilled, intelligent boxer like Shakur Stevenson. This could affect Zepeda's momentum heading into the fight.
I think what we've noticed with Zepeda of late, especially more so to do with the Farmer fights, is that there may be a ceiling there for Zepeda. You know, he's good, he's exciting, he's great TV, and he's effective. He's world class, but there is a bit of a kryptonite to him with a certain kind of style, with certain kind of IQ, athleticism type of style.
Who is Shakur not kryptonite for?
No,
but, I mean, let's be honest.
Shakur of all people is the biggest piece of kryptonite, you know, for that. So, you know, you'd be surprised because the momentum for Zepeda right now, before the farmer fights, Zepeda had a lot of momentum. Now, since the farmer fights, Zepeda's sort of stumbling into this fight, you know? So you don't expect it to even be competitive, so to speak. And maybe that's another reason why it's not the main event.
Malignaggi stresses that Zepeda's style, while effective against certain opponents, faces a significant challenge against Shakur Stevenson. He feels that Stevenson's style and skill set are simply too much for Zepeda, making this fight feel less competitive than anticipated. Malignaggi continues his analysis of the fight, highlighting how Shakur Stevenson's sheer brilliance in the ring might make the fight against Zepeda appear one-sided. Despite Zepeda's aggressive nature, Malignaggi suggests that Shakur's superior technique and fight IQ could make the fight far less exciting than expected.
So you start to understand why, because Shakur, as good as he is, sometimes maybe too good for his own good. Even a guy like Zepeda, who tends to be exciting, may be made to look unexciting and dominated in this fight. And it wouldn't really shock anybody if that's what Shakur ends up doing to him. We're talking about it. We expect a non-competitive championship fight with Shakur dominating a Zepeda who's limping into it.
Malignaggi predicts a dominant performance from Shakur, with Zepeda being unable to match the level of skill and pressure Stevenson brings. The fight, according to Malignaggi, might not even be competitive, with Stevenson likely to outclass Zepeda at every turn. Regis Progress, known for his experience in the ring and insightful analysis, discusses the challenge of facing Shakur Stevenson. Prograis believes that Shakur's exceptional boxing skills make him nearly impossible to outbox, so the only way to defeat him is through a gritty, unconventional approach. Regis Prograis exposes the only way to fight Shakur Stevenson.
Go fight him. You gotta fight Shakur, bro. Don't fight. I mean, Shakur, as far as boxing, bro, I mean, who on the planet, bro, who can try to outbox Shakur on this planet? I mean, nobody. I don't think nobody right now. He's too young. You gotta. I think so. With somebody like that, you just gotta go and have an ugly style and just go beat him. You know, if you take a page out of your boy book, Mayorga, when he fought Vernon Forrest. You know, somebody like that. That's Vernon Forrest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So when he beat him, you know, Vernon Forrest was a good boxer, but Mayorga was just wild and just swung. And I think like somebody like Shakur, they've been in the amateurs. He was Olympian, so they saw all the styles.
Prograis emphasizes that the key to beating someone like Shakur is not trying to match his pure boxing ability. Instead, it's about disrupting his rhythm with an unpredictable, wild style, much like how Mayorga threw Vernon Forrest off balance with his unorthodox aggression. Prograis also explained how to deal with Shakur's elite boxing skills. He warns that trying to outbox Shakur is a losing strategy, and explains that sometimes the most effective punches come from an unrefined, rough style that may not look pretty, but it works.
You might be so good and you expect them to throw a punch a certain way, and they just throw punches way different. Like, God damn, this shit is ugly, but it's working. You know, especially then when somebody got power, it's like, damn, this shit ugly, but it's working. And then this motherfucker hitting me hard, because I've been in that position before. Like, bro, this motherfucker, damn, he ugly. You know, this aggravating ugly, but it's hitting me and it's aggravating me. You know, so yeah, bro, that's I think that's how you gotta fight Shakur. You gotta fight Shakur like that. You don't try to outbox Shakur. You're not gonna. He probably one of the best pure boxers on the planet right now. So anybody that fight him, don't try to outbox him, bro. You gotta fight him and make it rough and dirty, and that's how you gotta fight Shakur.
Prograis stresses that Shakur's superior boxing IQ means he's nearly impossible to outbox. The solution, according to Prograis, is to make the fight uncomfortable, ugly, and rough to give yourself a chance against Stevenson's refined skill set. Robert Byrd Sr., a seasoned boxing expert, analyzes Shakur Stevenson's technical abilities in comparison to an aggressive fighter like William Zepeda. While acknowledging Stevenson's impressive defense and skill, Byrd raises the crucial question of whether pure technique will be enough when facing an opponent like Zepeda, who is relentless and has the power to keep coming forward for all 12 rounds.
Shakur, technically sound technical fighter, great defensive fighter. Question is, but is that going to be enough against someone who is coming and coming hard?
Yeah.
Who's got nothing but damage on his mind. Solid damage on his mind, and he doesn't get tired. He doesn't get tired.
Right.
He can go at the speed that he chooses, all from 1 to 10 to 12 rounds.
Yes.
Bird emphasizes that while Shakur's technical prowess is undeniable, facing someone like Zepeda, who can push the pace relentlessly without tiring, will be a true test of Stevenson's ability to control the fight. The pressure and intensity Zepeda brings may challenge Shakur's defensive skills like never before. Robert Bird Sr. also discussed how Shakur Stevenson should approach his fight with Zepeda. While acknowledging Zepeda's aggressive style, Bird suggests that the key to Stevenson's success lies in focusing on his own game plan and not getting overwhelmed by the pressure from Zepeda's relentless offense.
Yeah. So no, Shakur's best option is focus on what's in front of me, handle that with my A game, and the rest will take care of itself.
Yes.
Bird's advice highlights that Stevenson's success in this fight depends on staying focused and executing his best strategy. If Stevenson can manage Zepeda's pressure by sticking to his strengths, the outcome of the fight may naturally fall in his favor. Shakur Stevenson himself also reflects on the challenges posed by his upcoming opponent, William Zepeda. Acknowledging Zepeda's aggressive style and relentless pressure, Stevenson prepares for an action-packed fight. He's not expecting an easy match, but rather one that will be exciting and full of intensity, where he intends to deliver a memorable performance.
Nah, he's actually a really tough fighter. He's gonna come and put the pressure, and he's gonna come to fight. So it ain't gonna be a boring fight. It's gonna be an entertaining fight. And I'm just ready to put on a show.
Shakur's words show that he's fully aware of the challenge Zepeda brings. Rather than shying away from the pressure, Stevenson is eager to step up and deliver an unforgettable performance, ensuring fans are in for an exciting night. Shakur Stevenson's trainer, Coach Rel, reveals the remarkable intelligence behind Stevenson's boxing style. He explains how Shakur's mind works inside the ring, demonstrating a level of strategic thinking that allows him to outsmart opponents. Stevenson's ability to calculate every move and adjust his tactics mid-fight is what sets him apart.
Bro, Shakur is so smart, bro. So smart. Going rounds. He tells you, he knows. Look, I'm gonna beat him up this round, but I know my hand. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna beat him up. I'm gonna take off the first half. I'm gonna win this thing. He already got everything calculated in his head. Bro, it was just so amazing being in that boy camp, watching how he do it with his hands, with his bad hands, and watch how he calculate everything in the fight. It's just like stupid.
How high is his IQ?
Above everybody I've been around. Everybody. I think he got the highest IQ there in boxing right now.
Coach Rel emphasizes that Shakur's boxing IQ is unparalleled, showcasing not only his physical prowess, but also his mental edge. His ability to plan out rounds and execute his strategy despite challenges speaks to his exceptional understanding of the sport, placing him at the top of boxing's intellectual game. Keyshawn Davis, a fellow fighter and close associate of Shakur Stevenson, shares his prediction for the upcoming fight between Shakur and William Zepeda. Davis, confident in Stevenson's abilities, sees Shakur not just winning, but stopping Zepeda in a dramatic fashion. He's certain Shakur's superior skill will shine through as the fight progresses.
Honestly, I think Shakur gonna stop Zepeda. Yeah.
Just if you can help me out, elaborate to some of the fans, because I see the style.
Bro, I know Shakur. I ain't gonna say that, but Shakur gonna stop Zepeda. Yeah. Nah, it's gonna be later. It's gonna be probably 8, 9, 10. That's a 12-round fight though. You got like three, four rounds left. But he gonna stop him though.
That's the fight that everybody's like, oh, we're back on Shakur, right? Is that the fight? Because I know he's got a lot.
When Shakur stopped Zepeda, yes. What? You just stopped Zepeda, like, shit. Feel me?
Davis's confidence in Shakur is evident as he predicts that Stevenson will stop Zepeda in the later rounds, reinforcing the idea that this victory will be a statement for Shakur. Stevenson, however, doesn't shy away from the intensity. Instead, he opens up about his fears, revealing a side rarely seen from the usually confident champion. This rare vulnerability might be exactly what he needs to fuel his determination to prove he's more than capable of handling a fighter like Zepeda.
You know, William Zepeda is a great fighter, and on paper, it's supposed to be the hardest fight of my career. So let's see what happened July 12th. I'm so scared, man. Like, I don't think I ever been this scared a day in my life. Like, you got a guy just, you know, big, strong, physical. He's coming in there to impose his will, and yeah, I'm very fearful of this fight. Yes, you know, William Zepeda is a hell of a fighter once again, and you know, he's coming in there to, he said he's gonna stop me by the 10th round, so.
He said that?
Yeah, that's exactly what he said, so let's see.
Stevenson's raw admission of fear signals a level of respect for Zepeda's strength and aggression that few champions would openly admit to. He's not taking the fight lightly, acknowledging that Zepeda's prediction of a stoppage by the 10th round adds an extra layer of pressure. Stevenson, who's known for his impeccable confidence, seems to understand that this fight is different, and he might have just revealed more than he intended: the fear of failure. Stevenson makes it clear that he doesn't go into fights looking for a stoppage, but that doesn't mean he's not ready to go the distance if it comes to that. What's more telling is his need to silence the critics completely, proving once and for all that he's the best.
I mean, at the end of the day, I'm coming in there to put belt to ass. I'm coming in there to perform and beat him up, but truthfully, I don't go in there looking for stoppages, so if it get like that, it get like that. Credit from all of y'all. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear, oh, he wasn't that good, oh, he had this. I don't want to hear none of that shit. When I whoop his ass, I want y'all to just say I'm the best. That's all I want.
Here, Stevenson's words take on a more calculating tone. It's not about the win, it's about the narrative that follows it. He's already anticipating the criticisms that will come with any victory, knowing that no matter what he does, there will always be an excuse. By declaring that he just wants to be recognized as the best, he's making it clear that for him, the fight is more than just a physical battle. It's about legacy and perception. Shakur Stevenson is gearing up for the biggest test of his career, with critics, analysts, and fans all watching closely. This isn't just a fight for Stevenson's title, it's a chance to prove that he belongs at the top of the sport. Zepeda's relentless aggression and Shakur's refined technique are on a collision course. Can Shakur silence the critics and show he's more than just a defensive genius? The stakes couldn't be higher. Do you think Shakur Stevenson can prove he's not just a runner and stop William Zepeda, or will Zepeda's relentless style overwhelm him? Let us know your thoughts.